So I dropped the son of a gun right before we started our first set. So you guys thinking I dropped the son of a gun? That's right, guys. This is exactly what I did, man. I dropped it pre-gig. I think we're just getting ready to do a sound check. Literally just a few minutes before we started, and believe me, I've been doing this for a while, but I'm always a cheap strap type guy. Just a cheap web strap. Never had a problem, but in the video you just seen the binding there or the neck. I forgot what it's called, but I don't like on this particular Epiphone where that is mounted at. So, anyways, I always felt that it wasn't secure. Well, last night both mics were on, the guitar was on. We just started to do or just finished up a sound check or something like that. We're within 15 minutes before we were supposed to start, and never had this problem before. I just let my guitar hang because I was gonna adjust my hat guy thing, right? And I just let it go, and I took both hands off it, and it just dropped. So I don't know, from the bottom bout of the guitar, you know, let's say 3 foot down, at least 2.5, if not 3 foot down, and it went straight down. And the front of the neck must have hit on the tripod mic stand, and I don't know if maybe that cushioned it or maybe that was worse for it, but that's the only thing I can find. There's a little scratch on the bout, I think, but when I played it again, I was scared. Like it was a total amateur move, but I kind of tried to make it a pro move, if that makes sense, because I didn't even, like, Aaron was like looking around, but I acted like it was just normal. Like I thought, okay, that was totally amateur, totally sounded like crap because front of house was on, monitor was on, and people's trying to eat. So I just acted like it was no big deal. I wasn't looking at people, and you know, within 20 seconds, it just kind of it was history. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, so that was that. I've never had that problem before. I'm a proponent of bringing all kinds of backup gear. We bring backup guitars to our special events that we do, but you know, regular bar gigs and stuff like that, we usually don't. So I was a little bit worried there. But anyways, we're playing at our local county fair in just a few days from here. So I'm not going to do it beforehand in case I screw something up, but I'm probably going to take that strap, screw out, and I'm just going to drill a hole on the part of where I forgot what it's called, but I'm gonna drill a hole there, and I'm gonna remount that to where I like it on all my other guitars. So I just hadn't done it with that yet. So anyways, I think that's it, and I will tell you about the speaker deal coming up. I had a bad night last night. I'll tell you about the speaker deal. Stay away. All right, guys, I can't fib you, and I wouldn't fib you, but I did take this out of the case. I meant to film this before I did, but I didn't touch nothing. My biggest concern is this guitar holding its tune. Like I said, it was the G string. I hope you guys can see this. It was the G string that fell out of tune, but I'm pretty sure when that hit one of the legs of the tripod mic stand, I think it just, you know, either went sharp or flat or something. Anyways, I didn't have to worry about tuning the rest of the night. I did already break this out of the case, can't lie to you, but I did not touch anything, and so I'm happy with that. I think the only scratch I really seen was this right here, so I think I got away pretty lucky, and I'm glad about that. This was a used guitar I bought with a case that needed a known repair or some kind of repair when I bought it, but we got that straightened out. I just have to change this strap button right here and put her about right there when I get to it. So, all right, guys, be good. We'll see you. So for the speaker deal, here's the thing. So this is a restaurant. It's usually an outdoor patio gig for us. So we've played inside before once due to weather. but it's usually an outdoor patio gig. Last night there was a chance for bad weather, but it stayed actually pretty sunny, and it stayed good weather through our gig. It was a 7 to 10 gig, and but the guy who hired us, he had us inside because it was so hot out. So it was a tad over 90, I think, when we were supposed to start, or maybe 88 to just over 90 or something. High humidity. Actually, I loaded out the gear outside thinking he was going to be outside, but he moved us inside. Anyways, we've used everything there from EV Evolve 50. I don't know if we had our Yamaha DXR10s when we started there, but the EV Evolve 50, Yamaha DBR12, EV Evolve 30M the last time. Last year, Yamaha DBR10. So tonight, I thought, here's the deal. There was a chance that we were going to be inside. If I would have brought one of the column arrays, one of the EVs anyways, without the adjustable tops, the problem is, I know where we're set up. It's actually a good place in the corner so we can fill the whole bar, even with a 90-degree speaker. But the problem is, there was, the little bench eating tables next to us, which they weren't going to seat that one, but the one next to it did. And you know how it kind of shoots some sound down a little. I didn't want to be loud enough for the bar and the rest of the restaurant and still bug those people. But the main problem was just 4 or 5 feet in front of us and a couple feet over to the left was a high top table, a couple of high top tables that were filled, that were seated. And so I think they were like 3 each side or 4 people each side or something. So it's either 6 to 8 people at each table. And if I would have had one of those columns, I kind of would have felt bad. So I purposely brought a speaker. Last time it was a DBR10. Last night I just brought a DXR12 Mark II just for the heck of it because I wanted to, whether or not we were outside. But with the chance of being inside, I wanted to be able to have something higher up on the speaker stand. So that's why I did that. So anyways, I guess the point that I'm getting to here is the Yamaha covers. I absolutely love the Yamaha, the factory covers that you can buy for the DXR series speakers. And if you're familiar at all, on the back panel part of the cover, there's an extra pocket where you can put like the IEC cable. Well, I didn't have a cable in there, but that pocket fills kind of a gap between the back of the speaker cover and the back panel where the DSP controls are on the DXR. Well, we've had plenty of DXRs before for years and years. Totally my fault, nobody else to blame. I go to shutting stuff off at the end of the night and I totally seen that the high pass filter switch had been flicked up. I always check the mic line switch because it's recessed a little bit, but I know that's kind of more critical. I always check that, and that's never ever been messed with. But sometimes the volume attenuators or the input sensitivity knobs will be messed with. But this is the first time I ever had or seen the doggone high pass filter switch messed with, and it was at the 120 hertz. So as you probably just figured out now, basically vocals, probably not a big deal for vocals. Vocals were cut at 120, whether that's boom, a straight cut or just kind of a gradual curve cut, I'm not sure. But anyways, it was at 120, so vocals cut and guitar cut at 120. There's a couple songs I do in drop D that the extra low end, when it drops below around 82 hertz or so, the acoustic guitar would benefit from that, but luckily I didn't do those songs last night. But I could hear everything fine in the monitor, but going out front of house, I was upset with myself. Luckily I had Aaron record like, I don't know, 45 seconds of a song, and I played it back. It actually didn't sound that bad, really. It was actually pretty clean. There was definitely no low end buildup, so I thought it was pretty clean. Anyways, that's just a couple things. Like a dummy, I dropped my guitar, like an amateur, and another amateur move I pulled last night. I had 120 high pass cut or switch set. So I don't know. Maybe you guys do acoustic gigs and just cut at 100 anyways. Who knows? But anyways, I'll play the clip for you here coming up. Let me know how it sounds. Cut at 120. DXR12 Mark II. Anyways, God bless you guys. Thanks for watching. Be good. Do good shows. We'll see you. Be good. What I wanna be doing to me.
can now. Oh, I ain't never coming back. Gonna ride that freight train all the way down to Georgia now. Yeah, till the train runs out of track. Oh, can't you see? Oh, can't you